to know, if you want to learn leadership in just a single line, then I should say this video is a perfect fit for you. Why? Because in this video, I'll tell you a thing by which if you will gonna understand that thing, then you will gonna know the front page. The front page of the leadership and which is the most important. By the way, if you want to learn anything, you even cannot learn anything just by a single sentence, single word, or if you just read a particular book, you didn't actually get that thing, you didn't actually learn that thing like communication. Public speaking, you cannot learn it just by just reading one book or just by practicing it one time. No. You need to practice, you need to learn more, you have to get deep inside, but still, if you just want that thing that, hey, that pitch boy, or that thing that, hey, you are the new one to it, but still you want to rock it first to go, then I should say that, hey, it's a perfect fit. It's a perfect fit. People will follow you. If you know a great thing, if you know such a having deep amount of knowledge of your topic, of your industry, of your own occupation, you are having a great IQ of it or EQ of it if you're in a kind of influential job, or IQ of it if you're there in particular corporate kind of job, if you're having that thing, if you're having great knowledge of your work, what you're doing, but still people are not listening to you, people are not being commanded by your words, then I should say, okay, if you know what your work is, but still you want to lead it, then this is what is the thing, which will be the one-line sentence which will make people do what you want. So there we begin with it. That thing is very simple. If you want to lead people, if you want that people should follow you, people should listen to you, and people give you attention, then you just need two things: credibility and relatability. Why these two things and why these two things are important and how this works and how this works for people? Then you just need these two top things. First is credibility and second is relatability. If you're thinking that, oh, credibility, relatability, I can get it, man. But it is not that much easy. Because what people do, either they be too much on credibility or they be too much on relatability. And they're where they lack it. They're where they lack it. Have you ever seen that kind of boss who was being like, hey, I am a boss, listen to me. Like shouting, scolding, and employees feel like, oh, I have to do the work, and they're just doing it. And they're not open towards their boss, not expressing anything. Not expressing what's their problem going on with the work. That's credibility. And second, relatability. You have seen those all kind of bosses who are actually going with their employees, chilling, going to bar, going to parties, going to stand-up comedy shows. And those all employees, what happened? They don't do work. They don't do especially work on time. They take it too casually because their boss is too casual. Both are wrong ways. Both are completely wrong ways. And those both ways, employees cannot grow. Employees cannot provide great amount of work for you. First, you're not knowing what is the problem going with them. Second, chilling. Really? But this thing actually happens and you don't know that thing. Let me just tell you why you need those two things and why first of all you need this thing and why it is applicable and how it will gonna work for you and how it will work for the entire world who will follow it. And last one, what is that thing? Then let me just start with you. First of all, why you need credibility. Obviously, if you want to lead a particular group, people won't listen to you if you're just like them. If you're having same credibility, same authority, people won't listen to you. You should have higher credibility. It can be on degrees. It can be, like I'm saying just degrees because of the reason people is still in this world. There's a particular group of people who value degrees, specifically if you're in corporate level. Pharmacy, if you're having degrees, if you're having like kind of promotions or kind of monthly certificates, excellence award you're having of doing the work, if you're having that, or if you're in another, you're having you're doing your side by side job by which you're having great awards, or you side by side you also play football, just because of it you are having higher credibility, or just because of the reason you are having your deltoid shoulder, your biceps, you look smart just because of it, then you can have a high credibility. And you're even showing that, hey, this is what I know. This is what is certificate. I'm having great communication skills. You're just showing to people. It's not show off, it's just showing off your skills. That is the credibility. What's the award, degree, study, what percentage, whatever. But it should show that, hey, that's what's your achievement. That's what's the credibility. First thing you need this. And second thing you need is a relatability. Why people will then, first of all, people just giving you authority here that, hey, we will listen to you because, it is showing this thing that, hey, you are bigger than us. You know something that we do not know. Then people here set up. Okay, we can learn from you because you are little above than us. Okay, they given you authority here. But they will not gain confidence until and unless you are not relatable, you are not friendly with them, you are not matching their situation. You have to be relatable. It can be by showing that, hey, you are also from middle class, they are also from middle class family, or you can be friendly in nature, or you can, like, there is some kind of technique that if you're speaking in English, slowly bits and bytes, you can also use in Hindi so that they can be relatable. Be friendly, not too friendly. Familiar. Say that I'm from middle class family, you are also from it. I have struggled, I was having financial problem, or you can say like I was also having that financial problem, or I was also having that elder brother of mine, or you can also say something like that, hey, yes, my parents was also not convinced for this particular job. You can say that, or I was also having that family pressure of doing engineering only, whatsoever. Or my parents were not convincing for doing this particular thing. Or some of the people even say that, hey, my relatives were too toxic, my neighbors, whatever. But still I worked hard, struggled. You have to be relatable in any of the area, but be relatable. Because when you be relatable, what will happen then? People will see like, okay, you're just like us, or you just used to be just like us, but you work hard now and then became credible. But what's the problem will come is when you use single only. If you be, as I just told you, if you see be like credible only, you're showing credibility, this much achievement, this much award, and people, what they will see you as, they will give you authority, but they will never gain that confidence that, hey, they can also become like you. They can also achieve those things you have achieved, because they are seeing someone that you are not, that they are not. They are seeing you as a person who has achieved so much, who have achieved so much, and that person for them you will actually become the person for them who's like Elon Musk, achieved so much, and they cannot see any kind of clue. They cannot see any kind of path or track from which they can go and achieve that thing. So they will give you authority, but won't do your work, won't follow you. Why? Because you're not relatable. And even sometimes it can also happen they even not listen to you. And that's why you need a relatability. Because here where what will happen is they will listen to you. They will listen to you. They will connect to you. And that's what actually happen most of the time when public speakers do public speaking. Why and that the people start being emotional there because they feel it. They feel connected because public speakers are being connected there, being friendly, familiar, connection they're building. Similar thing, friendly, familiar thing. Relatability part. And obviously, credibility they have built at the starting where they have shown their achievements and they're starting their whole presentation. And that's what. You might have seen also like so many public speakers that they are coming first of all horses introducing to a person, public speaker, achieve this, achievement, authority, whatsoever that person have achieved. Then that person come slowly come in the flow and then connection that person builds, emotional connection. Then people will be emotional, happy, sad, whatsoever, start crying because they feel connected. And then what's the problem if you're simply being relatable? Because when you be simply connective, that's simply relatable, what actually happens then? People won't value you then. People see you that hey, you're just like us. Like that boss who is too much connective, giving like going with parties, bars with their employee. Employees aren't valuing that person because they're thinking that hey, by the luck or chance that person have gone to higher post, but that person is all like just us, living simple life, enjoying, chilling. That's what relatable. You're just presenting yourself just like a person who is just like them. Simply too much relatable. And here where people also don't pay you if you're having a particular course or you're also charging money for a particular thing because you are too relatable and you don't have to be too relatable. And this is what is the reason when people say now that hey, if you're going to an interview, be friendly. Lots of time people be too friendly and that's why they don't be selected the interview. Don't take that thing that hey, when that person went to IS interview, UPSC one, when that person that interview said that hey, the way you're sitting is very casual. No, that was not something else, but that's what people do. People be too relatable, too friendly. But why both are important? One single is not important. What's the loss? What's the benefit? I have told you in the video.